everybody, this is Ginger and this is Ginger's Chat Show, and I hope all is well. I'm feeling better today. The antibiotics are doing their job to get rid of the tooth infection, and I hope to go in soon to get this fixed. uh, it's my fillings in my crowns are getting old, and so things are breaking down. I'm sorry. Allergies and climate change. The weather changes often. So, anyway, I hope all is well. Today, we're going to be discussing the recent, if you call it that, so-called Trump cabinet picks, which is, it's really stupid. Stupid and very unprofessional. You want people in there that are qualified to run these departments. Especially with Tulsi Gabbard that's being picked for defense secretary. It's really dumb, it's really stupid. I don't think any of these posts will make it through confirmation because the majority of the cabinet picks are require confirmation hearings. And the only right now Senator Thune is the majority leader. Well, he said some of these picks are, it's not smart. He's non-MAGA. He does not like Trump. And he will put his foot down. Okay, a lot of stuff. Anyway, the cabinet pick for Health and Human Services is, of course, RFK Jr. This guy is a lunatic. He is an idiot. And he says all these things about viruses and not trusting doctors and anti-vaccine. And he says those that are vaccinated, they have a lower IQ. I'm sitting here laughing because I'm vaccinated and all the other, childhood diseases and everything else. And it hasn't lowered my IQ. It's made me healthier. It's prevented me from getting seriously ill. What part the guy doesn't get? Really? I'm pretty sure when he was growing up, his mom made sure that he was vaccinated because it required school districts and private schools are very strictly enforced of making sure all the kids are vaccinated, especially those for polio and everything else, all the childhood diseases. In the 1950s, polio hit really hard and it killed a lot of kids and paralyzed a lot of kids. And I ran into a number of people that had polio. Not the vaccine, but the actual virus. And my one boss at Boeing, he had polio, okay? But mostly affected his nervous system, his legs. But he was able to walk and get ahead and everything else. He just had to be careful of everything else. Now, when I went through high school, I had a boyfriend in high school, and he had polio, and he was able to overcome that. He says one of his best friends had polio, but it hit the lungs, and he didn't make it. It killed a lot of people, especially adults, and especially kids. It was harder on the adults more than anything. Hi, Nancy! How are things in your neck of the woods? Over here, been getting a lot of rain, so you may be getting rain in your direction. So, but RFK is a no-no. You need a professional. You need a medical professional to help run the Health and Human Services. It has a wide background and experience in a number of areas of health and human services, including the housing and the health department and everything else. CDC will buck him, okay? They said, what you said is not true. And, the guy's an idiot. And of course, Trump is an idiot. So, um, nope, nope, nope. Now, the other interesting part is for Attorney General of the United States. I don't know if you heard this or not, or saw this on Midas Touch. They've been keeping up with all the other stuff. This is where I've been getting most of my information from. Gates. He resigned from Congress. He just got reelected, and he resigned from Congress. The ethics committee was just getting ready to put out this letter and everything else. In other words, it would get to the point where he would be given the boot anyway. Well, Trump tapped him for Attorney General. The guy does not have a law license. He doesn't have one. He never passed a law exam. And so he's not qualified at all. He has no courtroom experience. He has no experience whatsoever of how to run a department like that. Okay, Reggie. Garland knows how to run. He's been a judge for years. So he knows how various departments are run, how they operate and everything. Gates doesn't, like Trump, doesn't bother to learn. Okay? But good majority of Congress and Senate does not like Gates. And Congress does not like Gates. So he's not going to be confirmed. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay? And of course, all the other nominees for various departments are still being named and everything, or tapped, if you will. They're questionable. You have to have professional people in there who know what they're doing. And frankly, in my view, I think what really should happen is Trump is just resign. Just drop it, resign. The guy's not in any shape. Okay. Vance should not do anything. So, and then say, okay, well, I don't think people don't really want to go through another election again. What I suggest, what I strongly think that you should do, is hand the election over to Kamala Harris and let her run it, run the country, and where we'd be on safe footing and leave everything as it is. And if things need to be fixed, fix it. If they don't, just keep an eye on it, and then when it does need to be fixed, then fix it. Okay, whatever it is, what department, what problems they have. And this thing with Project 2025, that belongs in a burn barrel. Trump should be in jail. And the Justice Department need to stop being whips and say, I don't care if he's president-elect. He should be sentenced and she should be put in jail and he should be disqualified. And they said, well, you want an election fair and square. Oh, no. Not yet. They're still investigating. There's still some recounts going on. And they found, I think this is in Arizona, I read somewhere and I picked up on it that there was some lost ballots found, like 14,000 ballots or something like that. found those, and somehow they were thrown outside, and they should have been picked up. So they need to do a recount and make sure all the computers and everything is working correctly. It's not hacked into. Well, there has been some um, things been said that Elon Musk could have hacked into the system. He didn't have to any of the numbers. Well, if he did, then he should be in jail. And frankly, I think Starlink should be run by the employees, not him. The employees should own the company. Okay? Boring should be owned by its employees. Tesla should be owned by its employees. And uh, Musk really should have no business to run 3 companies. If he wants to run a company, run one, not several. Okay? Um, but that's my feeling on it. If people don't like what I'm saying, well, that's just too bad. They said, well, that's not true. That this and that. And I go, yeah. Think, people. Start using critical thinking and think ahead and go, hey, okay, this is what should happen. But I think now with this election, during the election that night, I was looking at the numbers. I go, how did he get, like less than an hour after it started, how did he get 99 electoral votes already? Usually it starts off pretty slow, okay? And I think there's been some tampering going on. And I think things should have been a little bit more secure. And I hope beyond hoping that nothing bad happens next year. I really do. And he who shall not be named better not touch our Social Security. He's going to be in a world of hurt when that happens. I'm sorry I'm saying that, but he needs to leave it alone. We pay into it. You and I pay into it. He's in a world of hurt now because he still has his convictions. It hasn't been vacated or anything yet. And it better not be. And I think the Justice Department needs to put their foot down and say, no, law is the law and that's the way it's going to be. And even some judges are saying, no, he needs to follow the law. Okay. Now I heard other things about his wife, Trump, he who shall not be named, wife, Melania. I understand she's not going to be at the White House. Okay, she's going to be probably staying in New York because her son is going to college there. So she's not going to be there. If I were her, I'd file for divorce. You know. I think in some ways she's been coerced in a lot of stuff, and that's not right. That's not a marriage, okay? So anyway, I think the cabinet picks will be slow going, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stalling on that one, and good majority of Congress does not like Trump at all. There's maybe 1 or 2 MAGAs in there, but there's really no there's a very thin majority in the House of Republicans, a thin majority. Okay, there's still counts going on, so until everything's completed, they said it takes a good 6 weeks for everything to be completed, as far as the House and Senate elections go. Everything is completed. 6 weeks after that. So, um, nobody likes Trump. I never have. I voted against him in 2016 because the guy hasn't learned how government works, and he needs to learn how it works and be ethical about it. Of course, he had no ethical bone in his body, but the Federal Elections Commission should really vet their candidates better. They should have strict vetting process when it comes to federal offices like president, vice president, and um, elections, federal office elections more than anything. Now the state and local, that's a different story, but our election system is set up similarly to the federal level. Okay, they mirror each other. But I think now people should really look at the civics. Take a civics course. Go to your local college, take a civics course. Or look up civics on YouTube. Because I'm sure that there are law professors that teach that or put out a video about that of various subjects of how this works. Okay? And I think it's now citizens' duty to learn civics. And you learn how. Oh, I'm sorry, just a minute. Ouch. Slammed the phone on my fingers. There. Sorry about that. I thought I had it on mute. So I would suggest, again, go study civics. Get caught up on the news. Check with Midas Touch. And, oh, speaking of Midas Touch, go over to Blue Sky, the new social app. This is run by two former Twitter ex-employees. Okay, they're running this company. And they're also the makers of Blue Sky Studios that make the franchise, the Ice Age franchise. The animation, which I think is kind of funny. I wish they kept that going. But anyway, they were setting this up. And with Blue Sky, the interesting thing about this is different than others. You teach the algorithm what you want it to do. It's not like Facebook when they change the algorithm and it makes things more difficult. Blue Sky doesn't do that. And Blue Sky does not go after people by telling the truth. They want the truth there. And they have various subjects that you go on to. You can go through various groups. And you can basically build your own feed on this. It's not like a broad feed like Facebook. It's a little different. So I'm still learning my way around on Blue Sky. But they said they have a very good support group. If you're having problems, they will let you know how to fix that problem or there are some issues. They were on, Friday? They were on Wednesday. They were having issues. They were having East Coast issues. And so it wasn't connecting very well to the West Coast. And I told them, well, when I talked to them yesterday, I said, well, West Coast side was having some issues. And so I think it kind of goes around. So check out Blue Sky. And I am Ginger069. Here, let me put this on my thing here. I'm over there, and so, I'm over there. Also, I double checked, and I'm off Twitter. I dropped Twitter altogether, or Twitter or X or whatever they're called. Um, so, um, check it out. Look me up and follow me, and I'll try and follow you back. Again, I'm still learning the ropes on Blue Sky, so it's gonna take some time. Uh, let's see, anything else I could think of? Is there anything else you want to talk about, Nancy? Outside of it's being Friday. Um, I hope within the next 3-4 weeks I go in and get my teeth done, and I'm working on it hopefully to get my smile back, and so I don't look so toothy. um, you, you know, um, it's the price you pay when you have braces. You know, the traditional braces, not Invisalign. Invisalign did not exist back in the 60s. Um, it exists now. And more are using Invisalign unless they have to use traditional braces. Um, Invisalign, what it does, it helps shift your teeth, but not do it drastically. And also, you don't get the chips and the breaks in the enamel like braces bands do. You know, when they put on the bands on your teeth to set up for braces, they cause chips in your enamel. And later on, it starts causing problems. Um, so I'm working on fixing this issue. Now, down the road, I may have to push come to shove. I may have to go to implants on this. Because after a while, your teeth get old, they start wearing out, and have to take care of myself this way. Now, for this year, as far as health goes, and we're talking about this, I got all my shots done. I have one more appointment to go to for my blood thinner clinic. Go to the blood thinner clinic on this. And then next year, I hope RFK is not going to be Health and Human Services. I hope it's somebody who's more professional. Somebody they should appoint within. Okay, not from the outside, from within. Okay. So anyway, I will let you go. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Watch out the weather. It's not all done yet. I think it's about 2 or 3 more weeks until the end of hurricane season. And there's still some. Hurricane Sarah is now a hurricane. They're keeping an eye on her. She may, I don't know if she goes west or she's going to go east. They're kind of watching her right now. She's in the Caribbean area. So keep your fingers crossed that nothing serious happens. I mean, we need a break from that. So anyway, I will be, let's see, Monday. Let's see, let me check my calendar. Hold on a second. Yeah, let me check my calendar. Okay. On Monday, I will not be doing my chat. I have an appointment to the anticoagulation clinic. So I may do my chat later, or I might do a special on Tuesday. So I'll keep you guys posted on this. Okay. I'll have to write that down, Nancy. Let's see. Okay, gotcha. So anyway, I will talk to you later. I love you all, and have a good weekend. See you later. Okay, bye bye.